Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. My name is Katelyn from Florals.com and today I'm back with my June How to Kill a Kit with Style Kill a Kit and Layout Share. As you guys might remember, at the beginning of June I shared this mega kit. It came in this beautiful box that I was keeping it in and sort of just revisited almost over a year later because we have been doing How to Kill a Kit with Style for a very long time and I thought it'd be fun to revisit something and kind of just see what else I could do with it. And it was really fun, and we did get a ton done this month, but there were very few dents in the stash. Now, while I did use a lot of product, I also didn't touch some of them. So, for example, I didn't touch these. I don't think I touched these. Maybe I did. I can't remember that one. I didn't touch any of these puffy stickers or any of these fun treat bags. You know, there's definitely things that I could have used more of or focused more on, but I definitely still made some headway when we start using up stash. So I think this sticker sheet's a pretty good example. Used a bunch more of these stickers, and then these are all gone on the back now, and a lot of these were all here before, so we used up a ton of those. So again, making headway, and I did end up throwing in my Maggie Home sticker book. If you guys don't know, I am a sticker book addict. I only have 3, but I use them all of the time, which is exactly what they're supposed to be used for. So it's good that I'm using them, and one day I'd really like to finish this book. I would say it might be half done, which is kind of crazy to think about because I've definitely had it for over a year. Now some pages are much more full than others, so like this one, 1, 2, 3, 5 stickers left on it compared to all these other ones that have a ton more, you know, like word stickers and gold hearts. So like some of them are very full, so it's hard to tell when it does seem very empty. And you know, alphabets and things are a little bit more difficult to use, but we definitely have stickers missing from every page. Like this one, there's only 3 stickers left on it. So we'll start to be getting empty sheets. This one only has 3, this one only has 7, and so forth. So you can see there's a big dent starting to form in this sticker book, and I would like to continue using it so it's definitely more empty. And so you'll see this come back and forth between all sorts of layouts, whether they're in my kit or not. I did not get the chance to finish off the 6x6 paper pad I wanted to. So I had 2 paper pads. So I had this Bow Bunny one, and then I had this Kaiser Craft one. These ones are very full still, but I did end up using some. This one, which again, I should have used up somehow, with only 3 pieces left in it, and some of those aren't even full pieces. I only used one little piece from it. I didn't use the actual 6x6 paper. So this one goes back into the stash essentially. So 2012, I think I'll just end up putting it in my use it up bin because I do have intentions of keeping this kit together. Now you might wonder why I would keep it together. It just works so well together. And I think the problem is I originally made this for, I believe I made this for my DC album, and that was definitely the last time I used it. I'm not sure if I used it previously to that, but I used it for my DC album, which I wanted to use a lot of pastels in and use all of these things, you know, lots of gold and, you know, pocket page cards that I'd included and all of the washi tape and all the bag of random embellishments that I included. So I had intentions to finish off, you know, sort of the DC stuff. And while I did, I think, 1 DC layout this month, I still got to do other layouts with this kit, and this kit is just very versatile, especially when you love the color scheme, and this is one of my favorite color schemes to work with those pale pinks and yellows and blues, and I think these paper pads simply just, you know, give off the vibe of it, and then use some pale greens. And then you also have random bits and pieces like this Life in Color collection, which is the primary colors, so like how does that work in, and I just kept working through it. It's really just on and off, but we can see what's left of the papers now because I know that we have embellishments obviously, but what's left in the papers, and it's still a ton of papers. So I have a lot of smaller scraps up here in this section. I actually have some more sticker sheets on the back here, and I never touched these once. I kind of forgot about them for the longest time that they were even in here, so that's my bad. But we did start with a couple page kits this month that were pre-made for me, and I still have 3 left. And that's to be expected. I just didn't end up pulling from this kit for all of my projects this month. Sometimes I'm really focused on it, other times I kind of switch on and off. So I have 3 kits left, and they'll just stay paper clipped together and stay together. And I'll probably put everything back in this box like it once was, and then get rid of this plastic holder so I can use it for a different kit next. And you guys will have to stay tuned for July 1st where you'll see the kit share And then this is just full of a lot of larger 12 by 12 pages that didn't make the cut for their kits, or just slightly smaller than that, but too large for the front pocket. So while we did use, I think, 2 page kits, we also used a ton of scraps on the layouts, which you'll see during the actual layout share. But here I'm just going to put these away. And then you guys might be wondering, well, did you have any empties this month? Because you might be noticing some things missing. And if you guys did watch the process videos, you'll know I actually did have some empties this month, which is really exciting because I've been tracking my empties over the course of this year. And while one was only in my kit, the other 2 were supplementary to my kit. But I did finish this 6x6 paper pad, which is from Echo Park, which I believe brings me up to 3 6x6 paper pads finished this year, which is astronomical for me. I usually don't make that type of headway that quickly, but also making it easy on me, I pick things that don't have a lot in them. So if you're looking to do some sort of reward system where if you use a product then you can bring another one in, perhaps you should start focusing on the things that have fewer papers. So like if I put that Dear Lizzie paper pad in my use it up bin, I'm more likely to finish it because there's only 2 sheets left compared to these thicker paper pads that have tons left. So this was one of my empties this month, and then I also had 2 enamel dot empties. This larger one was a bunch of like cream colored pearls. Then this one was a set of yellow, so this was much smaller. But if you guys want to know more about empties and favorites throughout the month, I do a favorites video the following month. So June's favorites will be posted in July, so you guys can subscribe to see that. And if you guys haven't started visiting the other How to Kill a Kit with Style participants yet in this hop, definitely check them out, link down below, so you guys can see what they made with their kits this month, because everyone's doing something different, and it's nice to have that variety of inspiration in our YouTube feeds. So hopefully you guys have checked some out and will continue so. So what did I end up making this month? Not necessarily with my kit, but overall I did end up making 5 cards and 21 layouts. Now, I was really slow at the beginning of the month, I would say, and while I did focus on using my kit, which is really good, I also started teetering outside of my kit towards the end of the month, so you'll see that kind of change as we go through this pile. And these are in order of the way I created them, except for the cards here. All of these cards are just all of them. So I did make 5 cards this month. The first set of 4 was a video you guys can check out. And that was just at the beginning of the month when things were still very hectic, and I wanted to make something that was more important than just a normal video. So I chat a lot in that one, and it's very short, but 5 cards nonetheless. And this last one was actually made during a Patreon video, so you guys can check that out if you're interested. And then we have the pile of cards, or pile of layouts, and this first one here was actually made last month, but I had already put together my kit, and this was actually like a preview for my patrons. So I decided to essentially use my kit, and this might be one of my favorite layouts. So if you guys haven't checked out Patreon before, I'll have a link down below so you can see what it's all about. But this is one for them, and I just think it is just darling. I love that one. And then we have a double page layout, which you guys definitely want to see more of, and I just wish I had more photos organized so I could show you them all. So this was an anniversary page that I did. So we have double pages, and you guys really like these, and I just can't recommend it enough. I have a ton of playlists on my channel, so if you guys have not checked it out before, I have playlists for double page spreads, for 12 by 12 spreads, for pocket pages, for June, so you guys can check out all of the projects that I'm listing here. And you can just check those out. I'll have them linked down below in case you guys have missed out on any. But this was another Patreon one, and it was mixed media. So here you can kind of see the background is shiny because of that mixed media. And I had a ton of fun with these butterflies at the beginning of the month, and I definitely want to keep using them because I just love their color scheme. So there's an 8.5 by 11. Then there's this one, which was the vet layout, and again, mixed media, which is outside of my normal range. I'm definitely getting more into it. And I see here that there's a bubble, so I'm going to have to fix that later. I have to put this under a heavy book, and I have the date on it because I still need to journal. So there's that background shimmer a little bit. So there's that one. This one goes with the double page layout that I just showed. So this is from our anniversary celebration dinner from the little pizzeria we went to. Lots of stamping on this one for my stamp collab, which is so fun. I had fun with this one. And then this one, which apparently needs some glue, is the only DC layout that I made this month. But again, I had a ton of fun with this one. I just think it's so fun to do different types of clusters, and this one was definitely different for me. And it's just a random layout that I did, but I think I really like it because it shows a lot of the architecture and the buildings we went to, but I have to look up to make sure I'm labeling these correctly when I start journaling on that layout. And then towards the end of the month, I have been sharing a ton about this project in my Patreon behind the scenes vlogs. But essentially, I made a gift niece for my album because she just graduated high school, so this is my gift to her. So this is one of her pages, prom photos of us together. And down here at the bottom, you might notice a lot of texture, and that's because there's glitter all over the bottom, some clear iridescent glitter. So this was really fun to put together. It's a real-time process video for my patrons, and we did a bunch of glitter and glitz and glam this month. Then this is again for the stamping collab, and again for my niece. And I did a ton of stamping on this layout. I think I used 6 stamp sets, if I remember correctly. But this is the background paper from the collection that I had focused on this month. So this one's technically from my kit, but a lot of the embellishments and stuff are not. So we're really just in and out. And this is the page that I did for 6x6 Fix with Crafty Meggie. And this finished the 6x6 paper pad. So I know that this could be inspiration for a lot of you who have 6x6 paper pads, so check this out. All of those layers, you can watch that process video. This is another one for my wonderful niece, and this is also part of my stamping collab with Stamping for Scrapbookers. So I did some colored stamping on the background here, and this paper is again from the kit this month, as well as a lot of these stickers. Just a couple things outside of the kit, like some of the washi tapes, and then this title aren't from the kit, but majority of that one is. This one's outside of the kit. This is just a, one that I did for Patreon again, but this was a real-time video, a live video, and I really love how this one came out for her album again, and using a Jen Hadfield paper, but none of this was really from my kit, so just an extra. And then this final pile was so much fun, and I'm just going to go through it quickly because there aren't any process videos for these that are readily available, but I had the pleasure of finally reaching 30 patrons over on Patreon, and to celebrate we did a scrap marathon all day on the last Saturday of June. So if you guys didn't get a chance to catch that and you're a patron, or you want to become a patron so you can catch the next one, we did 9 layouts, I believe, that day, and it was a long day, but here are the layouts we created. And again, some of these use a couple things from the kit. Like this one uses some of those simple story stickers, just some random bits and pieces. And then more for my niece's album, of course. Had to give her some more. And we also worked on my traveler's notebook. So we did this page and this page. Really fun stuff. And then I did, again, more for my niece. So I did this one, which I really, really love. This one might be my favorite from the month. Then we did this one for my niece, again, more prom photos. The prom photos don't stop, if you guys know, you know. And then lastly, I finished off a subject in my normal scrapbook, which was visiting this zoo sanctuary. And so I have some of these really fun, bright and colorful ones we worked on that day. And then here was the last layout I created this month, which just happened to be a few days ago from when you're watching this. But those are the layouts, so you guys can see we really covered a wide variety of topics, and again, not all of them relate to my kit, but this is the only layout share that I do during the month. So hopefully you guys are interested in just seeing everything that we create and how it could possibly, essentially, relate back to the kit, because some of it does fit in, some of it's not from the kit. This is the layout that I finished those pearls on, and then this tiger layout back here was the one I finished the yellow enamel dots on. And the puppy layout. And then we had this layout, and just going back through them, you can kind of see how wide of a range of photos I scrap. There were a lot of single photo layouts this month, but a lot of these are gift layouts. So I do feel like it is appropriate to do that, just highlighting some of her favorite items. But usually I do a lot of multi-photo, a lot of 3 or 2s, like these ones here. But there were a lot of single, so that's okay. But hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing all of these and seeing what I create in a month. And I really just had a lot of fun working with this kit and just working with you guys and talking to you guys in the comments, and a lot more to come. So this is 21 more layouts that I need to add to my stack of things to journal on, and eventually you'll probably see these in the After the Glue Dries series, where you guys can, essentially see me work through the process of, after I complete a layout, then what happens when I journal on it, what happens when I have to get a date on it, and how does it get into an album. But as I work through that process, you guys can check that out on my channel. But thank you guys so much for watching and tuning in for my layout share and my card share, and then the Kill a Kit video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Let me know if you had a favorite layout this month and what you'd like to see more of in July. And I think we're going to have tons of fun and success in July too. But thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to check out all the links down below, including educational resources for you taking action for what is going on in the world and how you can help. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys!